It is chaos right now in the streets of Spain as Spaniards fight for the survival of their country, slowly being taken over by Muslim Africans that have come and claimed their country as their own. Things like these have become common. The idea of you not even being able to walk peacefully on the streets, well, this is what people are fed up of. It's this and a number of other incidents. Let's check this out.
The streets of Spain have devolved into chaos. Yes, the middle of summer should be heaven in Spain, but not this year. Locals are being terrorized by migrant gangs with reports of random acts of violence towards innocent local members of the community. The chaos started when an elderly local Spanish man was brutally beaten out of nowhere in Torre Pachato by a North African gang. This show of thuggery sparked outrage in the community, leading to a weekend of wild clashes between locals and migrant groups.
And it's crazy because on one hand you have this happening, on the other hand what you have is traitors within the country that are supporting those that are attacking actual Spaniards. They keep getting kicked out when they try to break down protests against these acts of violence. There are counter protest groups, and then you have the media siding with the attackers. They say that this is the far right that is doing this. They say that Spain has always been welcoming of migrants, as if this is an act of, oh, you're just intolerant of people from other countries, instead of calling it what it is. It is an act of violence from an invader, from a foreign nation, a different culture, a different country, and they want to impose themselves over the locals. And the media, the backstabbing media and the backstabbing politicians are taking sides against their own people. It is really sad. It is very terrible to see this happening. But what is it that I say here all the time in the channel? I know these things. By the way, I've written about these things. You can learn from all of this. You have my books, Street Survival Skills, a ton of valuable knowledge so as to keep yourself and your family safe out in the streets, in your home and in your vehicle, and a lot more information, as well as surviving the economic collapse. The politics of all of this are crucial. When you look at an economic collapse, who you have in office matters. When you look at stuff like this, who you have in office matters. Are they going to support the locals? Are they going to support their own country? Or are they going to betray you and just throw you into cells for fighting for the survival of your own? This is serious stuff. It's happening not only in Spain, it's happening really all over the Western world, where we have these ideas, these values that are not shared by others. You don't have this happening in other parts of the world. It is only in Western nations where your own freedom is used against you.
Spain. Hundreds of armed migrants are attacking Spaniards just for being Spaniards. How are they not deported by now? And it didn't stop there. Gangs of foreigners have been attacking people on the streets. Spanish people have gathered on the streets to stop the attacks. Why isn't this on the news?
Why isn't it on the news? Well, because they don't want you to see it. They don't want people to wake up. Because if they really do wake up, if people anywhere, this is not just in Spain, this is not just if people do wake up, you can't stop this from happening. Now, there's places that are a little bit more further down the road, places like UK, places like France, which have a much greater percentage of population already on the side of the ones that are not locals. Then it's going to be a lot more difficult. It can be done, but it's going to be a lot more difficult. In Spain, in other countries, if people do wake up, you can still stop this from happening. But it has to happen now. People need to take to the streets now. People need to change the way they vote now. And the laws need to change right now, so as to expel those that are taking over and invading, violently attacking people, and not allowing people to live in peace in their own countries. You have to do it now before it's too late, okay?